Former President Akufo-Addo, the minority leadership and several NPP dignitaries attended the compendium commemoration event.
Danquah's persistent calls for the rule of law to be entrenched in the body politic as the ultimate guarantee of liberty and individual freedom in his day are finally today the central features of the Ghanaian polity, which we must never renounce. Despite the breadth and depth of Dr. Danquah's contribution to the development of Ghana, his name continues to elicit needless controversy in death as in life.
Minority leader Alexander Apenyomaka says state machinery must not be used to perpetuate injustice, which is an affront to the human rights and justice that Dr. J.B. Danquah fought for.
The principles for which Danquah fought are still relevant today. Recent incidents, such as a troubling raid on a former minister's residence, remind us of the fragile nature of our democracy. We must never allow the machinery of state power to operate beyond bounds of justice.
Joseph Kwame Chichie Danquah was a Ghanaian politician, scholar, Anglophile, lawyer and statesman. He died while in detention at Nsawam Medium Security Prison on 4th February 1965.
Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs Ahmed Ibrahim says government remains resolute in bringing finality to various chieftaincy disputes. Speaking in an interview, the minister bemoaned the soaring violence in parts of the country while appealing to the National House of Chiefs to rally behind government quest in settling these disputes.
Chiefs play a crucial role in sustaining good governance and economic development. They are responsible for encouraging development projects, promoting cultural understanding and settling disputes in communities, among others. However, the growing incidence of chieftaincy disputes remain a step back to socio-economic development in the country. Speaking exclusively to TV3 after a courtesy call by the National Peace Council, Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs Ahmed Ibrahim reiterated government commitment in finding lasting solutions to various chieftaincy disputes in the country.
These times, you are going to see the chief imams, reps, the members of the Economical Council, the traditional authorities, the political leadership. We are going to come together to make sure that we are able to build peace, and there will be peace. So this role is going to be a very crucial one. So we've assured them that we have to re-engage them. It cannot be business as usual.
He called on various stakeholders to rally behind government quest to bring in peace to affected communities.
The search for peace must be a collective effort. And therefore, we should not leave it to only the winners, the winning party. The opposition party must also play a role. And clearly, if all of us agree to search for peace, we will find peace. But if one is looking for peace, one is sabotaging the effort, we can't find peace. Therefore, we must be truthful to each other. We must talk truth to power.
Executive Secretary of the National Peace Council pledged commitment in keeping the peace and unity.
We thought it is a duty to pay a visit to Honorable Minister, so together we fashion out what we can do to help particularly deal with issues that confront chieftaincy in our country, and issues that confront religion in our country, and even issues that confront our local governance, because these things have bearing on the peace of our country. And we think that it's important we engage early so that we are able to find solutions to some of the problems we are facing as a country.
The courtesy call gave both parties an opportunity to strategize in ensuring peace and national cohesion.
Now away from chieftaincy, let's take you to the Ashanti region, where safety on major roads in the region is being compromised due to non-functional streetlights. In Kumasi, city authorities have reported that this issue continues to contribute to an increase in pedestrian accidents and fatalities. However, the government is taking steps to repair streetlights on some highways in the region.
Driving on certain major roads within Greater Kumasi at night is becoming increasingly uncomfortable and risky. While some street lights work intermittently, many others have remained non-functional for an extended period. posing a threat to both motorists and pedestrians. In response to concerns from road users, the government has awarded a contract to Preforce Limited to fix and maintain street lights on several major highways.
The sections along out from major cities is where we are handling. We'll maintain them for 2 years.
They are just making sure that the light is on every night for the next 2 years.
Concerns regarding cable theft, which is believed to contribute to the problem of non-functioning street lights, were raised by the contractors when the Ashanti regional minister visited Preforce. Dr. Frank Amwakohene has issued a stern warning to those involved in such criminal activities.
We are all and out to make sure that we curb this problem. So we fix the street lights, people go in there and then take away the cables. The copper ones are prone to a lot of these TV. So Preforce is offering an aluminium option. But even with that, we're still going to make sure that at least we get a scapegoat. And once we're able to do that, we will be very sure that the other criminals out there would take a cue from that the laws of Ghana is at work and our security agencies are up and doing. So this matter has been discussed at RECSEC to make sure that when we fix the street lights, we will not lose them to these criminals.
The contract will cover street lights from Tech Junction to Ejusu Bisianse, Swami to Buoho, and other major roads. Although these steps have been taken, road users are urging city authorities to fix all street lights to enhance security and safety on all roads. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Kumasi.
Now let's bring you some more regional stories where communities in the Jura area of the Evaluate Ajumoro Jura constituency in the western region lack access to telecommunication networks. The situation is impacting both their social and economic lives, with teachers and other essential workers deserting the area.
A go-to place for most residents of Kutu Krom seeking to communicate with the rest of the world. People visit the area to connect to an improvised Wi-Fi network, which is the only option for residents. Mostly in the evenings, residents crowd around this improvised network to access the internet, but at an abnormal rate. Every evening, Evans Edu, the unit committee chairman for Sikani Asem electoral area, makes a journey of over 2 kilometers from his community, Jura Nswayem, to Kutu Krom to access the internet and stay informed.
As a resident of Nswayem, where there is no network coverage, I have come here to access information. The lack of connectivity is a significant challenge. We've sought government assistance, but a solution is yet to be provided.
Essential workers posted to the area have either applied for transfers, completely abandoned their posts. Adamu Fahal, a teacher at the basic school in Drawi, also shared his frustrations.
The first day I came into this community, I was not confused. Because to even get to have access to network to make a simple call is always a problem to us. So after all that I can, maybe if I can even get postings to a different school, but I couldn't get the postings. So as of now, even the school, we have only 2 teaching staff. We are only 2 here. So we are even practicing a multi-grade system. So I am holding about 3 classes, 4, 5, and 6. And my other colleagues also have also taken from basic 1 to basic 3.
Campaigning as the opposition candidate in the 2024 general elections, then candidate John Dramani Mahama hinted that his government will prioritize installing telecommunication infrastructure in the area.
I was saying, Obia Wagana Bia, Enya network. If he said, yeah, the mobile phone, no, Nyoma Bebre.
Every Ghanaian deserves access to quality network connectivity, which offers numerous benefits, including global information access. I understand its importance. The NDC government is committed to provide you with reliable and efficient network connectivity.
NDC abang ba, ye beba be man network I wo Jura man ha nyina ayejuma.
The chief of Jura Nswayem, Nana Kojo Pompoy III, says he looks forward to seeing that promise honored.
Our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, promised us of quality network, so I'm reminding him to honor his promise.
The second target of the Sustainable Development Goal 9 enjoins UN member states to ensure universal access to information and communication technology. But residents in Nkutu Krom, Sikani Asem, Drawioso, and about 17 other communities have yet to have this right fulfilled.
Let's take you back to the Ashanti region, where residents of Nyamesomyede in the Adansi from district of the Ashanti region are voicing their concerns about persistent power surges in the area. This issue, they report, has been ongoing for over 5 years and has caused damage to electrical appliances. They are urging the Electricity Company of Ghana to take immediate action to address the problem.
Voltage fluctuations and frequent power outages have become a norm in Nyamesomyede. Residents claim that these power issues disrupt their daily activities and cause damage to their electrical appliances.
The number of electrical appliances destroyed due to the power surge is countless. Most of our industrial machines have been damaged, resulting in decreased productivity. The lights flicker on and off intermittently. ECG has not treated us fairly despite the high tariff. We may have to stop paying the bills if the situation continues.
Assembly member for Nanaokan electoral area, Douglas Fosumensa, stated that the current power situation is also a significant security concern for residents.
Residents of this community have been patient, but it is now clear that the issue of unreliable voltage supply cannot be ignored any longer. It's causing financial strain, damaging vital home equipment, and putting our safety at risk. We need a solution, and we need it now. We hereby outline key demands, including a call for thorough inspection of the local power grid to demand the root cause of this instability, a demand for a concrete plan to stabilize the voltage supply, and a public commitment to a timeline for solution. Ensuring that the issue is not only addressed, but rather regular maintenance and monitoring will be prioritized to prevent future disruptions.
For now, residents will have to endure these challenges until the power situation is resolved.
And now still watching New Day right here on TV3. Let's still bring you some more stories where the president of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Stephen Abbas Mizan, says entrepreneurship presents a promising alternative for tackling unemployment while also driving economic growth, innovation and social change. He was speaking at the launch of the Junior Chamber and Center for Business Development and Entrepreneurship at the Takrade Technical University in the Western Region. Irama Smith, our reporter, has more in this report.
The Ghana Statistical Services 2023 Labour Market Report reveals alarming numbers. 1.4 million young Ghanaians are unemployed, with 22.3% being tertiary graduates. This disconnect between education and employment stems from various factors, including a lack of practical business skills, mentorship, financial support, and mismatched qualifications. To address this gap, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Takrade Technical University and launched the Center for Business Development and Entrepreneurship, CBDE. The CBDE has also introduced the first ever junior chamber, leveraging the chamber's experience and expertise to bridge the education entrepreneurship divide. This collaboration aims to equip the new generation of entrepreneurs and business leaders with the necessary skills to drive economic growth. President of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Stephen Abbas Mizan, says this initiative is a concerted effort to train young entrepreneurs and business leaders, ultimately driving Ghana's economic growth.
Over the period of time, the Chamber of Commerce, in collaboration with its partners, will organize fora for you to exhibit your talents and your creativity so that we as businessmen will come and look at it, view it, and encourage ourselves to buy into your ideas. Because sometimes that is all that you need to support my dream to become a global icon.
In his address, the Vice-Chancellor of the Takoradi Technical University, Reverend Professor John Ishin, was optimistic that the initiative will transform student innovations into viable commercial ventures, fostering entrepreneurship and job creation.
At Takoradi Technical University, we remain steadfast in our mission to provide technical education, training, research, and consultancy services that contribute to national and global development.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Education, the Director General of the Commission for TVET, Zakaria Suleimana, said this aligns with the broader strategy to promote technical and vocational education, digital skills training, and entrepreneurship as key drivers of employment and economic resilience.
In Ghana, youth entrepreneurship is not just an option, it is a necessity. With over 57% of our population under the age of 25, we have a youthful, energetic workforce ready to drive our economy forward. But for that to happen, we must create an enabling environment where young entrepreneurs can thrive.
The launch, themed Empowering the Next Generation of Entrepreneurs, attracted a diverse gathering of business professionals, entrepreneurs, and students. Irama Smith, TV3 News, Takoradi.
Now away from Takoradi, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoakohene, says he is committed to working with the media to realize the government's economic transformation agenda. He made the statement when he met with the management of Akoma FM, a subsidiary of Media General.
You have to read and read well before you append your signature. Otherwise, you'll be signing your death warrant.
The youngest to have occupied the office of the Ashanti Regional Minister since the inception of the Fourth Republic. A sensation, warming himself into the hearts of many across the political divide. Some believe he is injecting some new energy into the portfolio. He's active in the new media, making him visible among his peers in the current administration. In its recent meeting with the management of Akoma FM, led by the station's manager, Ransford Nana Osei-Asare, Dr. Frank Amoakohene underscored the need of a collaboration towards the development of the country.
We are here to represent the president and make sure that he leaves behind a long-lasting legacy to his name, also for the betterment of the country and the generation unborn. You would realize that we've not appointed MMDC yet. The reason why you see me all around and all over, because as per the letter from the local government, we have to act in that capacity until substantive appointments are made.
Station manager of Akoma FM, Ransford Nana Osei-Asare, assured of continued balance and development-oriented coverage, which has been the hallmark of Media General.
Following the things that you have started already, the visits that you have made, I think we took a story up, and before we could say, Jack, you had already attended to it, and it's already set in motion. We also read of your engagement with the Kumawood, which is also an aspect of entertainment, which, of course, for Media Journal and especially Akoma FM in the region, is something that we have always been advocating. So, I mean, when it comes to development issues, that's what the media stands for.
Fruits are staple food during Ramadan, offering a refreshing and nutritious way to break the fast. This typically leads to booming businesses for fruit vendors. However, this year's Ramadan represents a unique challenge due to last year's drought. Bono East Regional Correspondent Belinda Tete has filed this report.
Traditionally, dates, watermelons, mangoes,
Bananas, oranges, and other fruits are popular during Ramadan. However, this year's Ramadan coincides with Ghana's off-peak fruit season, which has been worsened by the recent dry spell. Mangoes and watermelons, two of the most sought-after fruits, are typically harvested between November and April, May and July respectively. As a result, their availability and affordability have been significantly affected. Ransford, a fruit enthusiast, says last year's drought has impacted not only availability of fruit, but also their quality. He lamented that a few fruits available are not properly matured, yet come at steep prices.
I came
to buy pear, but due to last year's drought, the fruit couldn't develop the way we like it. Due to that, the prices has increased. The ones we usually get for 5 cedis are now 10 cedis and 12 cedis. Rukaya Yakubu, who visited the market to buy watermelon, was surprised to find the prices far beyond her budget.
I
wanted to buy watermelon, but now it sells for 25 cedis. That is beyond my budget, so I would have to stop buying. Mariama, a local fruit vendor, said the scarcity of watermelons and other fruits has led to the significant surge in prices. She explained that small-sized watermelons, which previously sold for 5 or 10 cedis, now cost 30 cedis, driving away customers.
I
usually give this out for 5 cedis or 10 cedis, and it moves faster. But now this is selling for 30 cedis, and even if I decide to give it out for 25, I'll run at a loss. Christiana Yeboah, another vendor, shared similar concerns, revealing that a bag of mangoes now costs 1,000 Ghana cedis. Due to the dry season, mango harvest has delayed, causing the prices to increase. Because of that, we are unable to buy much goods when we go to the farms. Now a bag of mango is so expensive. Even the smaller sizes, one bag goes for 1,000 Ghana cedis. And by the time you get to the market, considerable amounts would have perished. This situation highlights the urgent need to improve and promote efficient irrigation systems in Ghana. Belinda Tete, TV3 News, Techiman, Bunu East Region.
Let's bring you some international news, which probably will be our last as well. The Democratic Republic of Congo government has offered a reward of $5 million for help arresting 3 leaders of a rebel group, which has seized much of the east of the country this year. Corneille Nangaa, a former head of DR Congo's Electoral Commission, now leads the Congo River Alliance, which includes the M23 rebel group. He has addressed large rallies in the cities under the group's control. The bounty is also on offer for M23 leaders Sautani Mekangi and Bertrand Bisimwa. Last year, the 3 men were prosecuted in absentia by military courts and given death sentences for treason. A reward of $4 million was also offered for the arrest of 2 journalists living in exile and others the government describes as accomplices. But the chances of anyone being arrested appear slim. In recent weeks, the army has been no match for the Rwandan-backed rebels who have captured large parts of the mineral-rich eastern DR Congo, including the region's 2 largest cities, Goma and Bukavu. That'll be all for the morning news. Many thanks for joining us this morning. New Day continues with Roland Walker and the rest of the New Day team. Do have a lovely day. My name is Safwa Boyne.